YouTube, how's it going? This is your boy Jay Loves here, bringing you guys another week of the Premier League predictions. Now, before I do continue, I do want to apologize for no video over the last 2 weeks I've had. If you've been following me on all of my socials, which again, I'll leave all of them down below in the description. But if you haven't been following me on my socials, you would have seen what was going on. I'm not really going to bring it up here, but all I'm going to say is that I lost a close family member of mine. If you've seen the tweets, if you've seen everything else going on, you'll know. And also with that, I've just been a bit, lazy. It's all I've been doing lately is just, I don't know, doing other stuff. But we are back. And we've got match week 5 predictions to go along with the match week 4 previous fixtures. So we're going to go through all of them. And then I'll give you my prediction for the match week 5 fixtures coming up tomorrow. We've got a couple of fixtures I really want to put my focus into. Specifically, there was 2 fixtures, but I will leave that for the end of the match week 4, which was the first one. Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Chelsea came away with a thumping 4-0 victory. Honestly, not surprising when you're going up against a team like Crystal Palace. Everton v Brighton. Everton picked up the win. So, from those first 2, we've gotten 2 points out of that. Everton with a 4-2 win. I think that was from a brace from James Rodriguez, who, honestly, Everton Football Club, you gotta watch out for them because they've been on fire so far. Leeds v Man City. Surprisingly enough, it ended up in a 1-1 draw, which is, again, very, very interesting. Newcastle v Burnley. One of the results that we got absolutely spot on correctly. A 3-1 win for the Magpies. So, we're looking very, very good at that moment in time. Let's see. Leicester v West Ham. West Ham picked up a 3-0 win over Leicester City, who just about 2 weeks ago managed a 5-2 win over Manchester City. What? Come again? I don't think that's really, possible, you know? So it's just wild to think that goals scored from Mikel Antonio, Pablo Fornals, and Jared Bowen getting on the score sheet. Southampton v West Brom. Again, another result that I got absolutely spot on correctly with goals from Gineppo and Oriol Romeu, which is interesting enough. And then we've got Wolves v Fulham. I predicted a Wolves 2-1 win, but Wolves ended up getting the victory anyway with a 1-0 win with a Pedro Neto goal, which is interesting enough. Arsenal and Sheffield United. Arsenal picked up a win there. 2-1, narrowly, I think, over the Blades, with 2 goals from Bukayo Saka and Nicolas Pepe. Ross McGoldrick scoring in the 83rd. And these 2 games are the ones that I want to talk about. Tottenham, Man United. I predicted a 2-2 draw. United lost 6-1. Just me saying that is just kind of infuriating me a little bit because I know how good this team can be. I know how good they can be. But when you've got guys like Harry Maguire, pulling down his own teammate to defend the ball going in, and you got goals from Ndombele, Son, a brace from Son, a brace from Harry Kane, and a goal from Sergio Aurier. What are we thinking? I mean, with match week 5 coming up, I'm not even confident that we're gonna get the 3 points. And even if we do, I feel like it's gonna be very, very scrappy. Because honestly, at this moment in time, we're currently 16th in the table in almost 4 games. Only 3 points in our first 3 games. It's just unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. We're better than that. So why we have 3 points in the first in the first 3 games? Well, I would have kind of like in 6 points from the first 3. It's just it's stupid. It's stupid. And now the result that I feel like all of y'all have been waiting for. Villa versus Liverpool. I predicted a Liverpool 3-1 win. Liverpool lost 7-2. 7-2. Honestly, in that game, Liverpool were tragic, to say the least. Like, Adrian, what was he doing? A hat trick from Ollie Watkins. Goals from John McGinn, Ross Barkley, and a brace from Jack Grealish himself. Of course, a brace with Mohamed Salah for the only 2 goals of their game. It's just something you don't see from Liverpool, honestly. Now, match week 5 predictions. Oh, and by the way, we ended off match week 4 on 9 points. So, we're looking... I think that's our highest point total in this week. So that is very, very nice to see. Match week 5. We got a couple of fixtures that I think y'all are really, really going to enjoy. Now, there are, I believe, 2 main fixtures to look forward to this weekend. First one being the Merseyside derby between Everton and Liverpool. Again, Liverpool coming off the back end of a 7-2 hammering. And Everton are just, well, at this stage, Everton have won every single game they played. They are 4 wins from 4. 4 wins from 4. And arguably, deservedly so, might I do add. Because, honestly, the midfield of James, Decore, and Allen, I feel like they've absolutely turned a blind eye in this. And of course, with should be the front 2 of Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I feel like they really should be playing in a 2-striker formation, which I think they've been doing. But if they are gonna one day go down the wing, I feel like whoever they've got for left wing, they should. Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front, and Richarlison down the right-hand side. So, honestly, with the way that Everton have been playing this year, and again with Liverpool coming off the back end of a 7-2 hammering, I'm going to give this one as a draw. A 2-2 draw, to be specific. Because honestly, again, with the way that Everton have been playing, they're looking favorites to finish up in the top 4. Maybe even a Europa League spot. So, Chelsea and Southampton. I've got Chelsea taking the dub here 2-0. And before Southampton absolutely smashed them. Arsenal and Man City is the second real game of the week, in my personal opinion. We got another draw here. 1-1 draw. Because, again, I think Man City are coming off of a draw, and Arsenal are coming off of their end of a win. It's the battle of 4th v 14th. Yeah, you heard that right. Arsenal are 4th in the league, and they're going up against 14th place Man City. I don't know what is going on. This Premier League table, 4 games into the season, is just ridiculous. Let me just read it out to you all before we continue onwards. So, top 4. Everton, again, top of the league. Aston Villa, Leicester, and Arsenal. How about that for a top 4 so far, 4 games in? Well, Aston Villa have a game in hand, so... Liverpool in 5th, Tottenham 6th, Chelsea 7th, Leeds 8th, Newcastle in the 9 position, West Ham in the 10, Southampton 11th, Crystal Palace 12th, Wolves 13th, Man City 14th, Brighton 15th, Man United in 16th. 16th! 16th! If you haven't seen that Nepenthes meme, I'll try and find a clip of it. But it's basically like there was this thing where Nepenthes, where I think it was titled after like the signings that Everton has made. He was like easy top four, and then he finishes up 16th, and he goes 16th. Yeah, that was pretty funny. West Brom 17th, Burnley 18th, Sheffield United 19th, and Fulham at the dead end position. So yeah, it's looking very promising for the Toffees. It's looking very, very dangerous for us. But again, that's not why you're here. Newcastle, Man United. Again, if we even get a win here, I will be very surprised. But I'm gonna say Man United 2-1, and before Newcastle absolutely smash us. Sheffield United and Fulham. I'm going to say Sheffield United with it's going to be a close battle, because arguably these teams are looking for points. Sheffield United is taking the W 3-2. Crystal Palace and Brighton. Nothing really much to say about this one. I'm going to say Crystal Palace 1-0. Tottenham and West Ham. Heung-min Son, Harry Kane. You're looking at deadly Banksman. Yeah. And with that, 3-0 Spurs win. Leicester City and Villa. It's a battle at, surprisingly enough, the top of the table. Second v third. Well, what a time to be alive for being a Villa fan. But honestly, I got Leicester. Actually, no, I got the match ending in a draw, 2-2 again. If Vardy doesn't score at least one, if he's even gonna play, I'm gonna be very surprised. And again, if Ollie Watkins or Jack Grealish doesn't score one, again, I'm gonna be shocked. West Brom and Burnley. Honestly, again, nothing really too shocking. I'm gonna say Burnley 2-0. Leeds v Wolves to finish off the match week. I got Wolves winning that one 2-0. So that is gonna do it for this match week 5 predictions. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Again, I'm sorry for the inconsistency. I've just been going through a couple of things. If you want me to make a separate video on that, I will. But if not, leave a like on the vid and sub if you're new. And till next time, peace.